Hello everybody, welcome back to another pick a card reading. This was not the reading that I had planned to read today. I had planned on doing, what's ahead for the month situation, but everything from last night to what's going on right now, I was really drawn to doing this kind of reading. Do whatever it is that your spirit guides, your ancestors, the universe, whoever you walk your path with needs to tell you. So that's definitely what this is going to be all about. Ancestral messages, universal messages, spirit guides, animal spirits, however you want to look at that, that's what this is going to be for today. So if you've never done a pick a card reading, we're going to just pick whichever pile that you were the most drawn to. We're going to start with pile number 1, the Tree of Life. Pile number 2, Upper World. Pile number 3, Middle World. Or pile number 4, the Lower World. So whichever one you were the most drawn to based on the artwork, the number, whichever one is screaming at you, whatever it is, that is one that you were most drawn to. Don't think about it too hard. Don't second guess yourself. Whichever one you instantly gravitate towards, that's the one that your intuition is telling you need to go towards. So if there are messages within these cards that you don't like, or there's a particular message that doesn't really resonate with you, these are generalized. These are for a collective group reading, if you will, so not every little detail is going to fit with every single person's life and situation, so it might not just be for you. So just take everything that resonates and then leave the rest. Perfectly fine. You have free will as a person, as a human on this earth, on this plane of existence. You have free will. So if there's something in here you don't like, of course you don't have to do that, whatever it is. But like I said, these are going to be universal messages. This is going to be something that your ancestors, your guides, your spirits, the universe needs you to hear, needs you to know. As I said, this was not what I had planned on doing. Description box is going to have all of the card groups 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this reading just really screamed at me. I'm not entirely sure why. This was just the one that I felt like I needed to do right now. So we're going to see what your ancestors and your spirits are trying to tell you. We're going to start with group number 1 with the Tree of Life. Hey, pile number 1. So if this is the one you picked based on number 1, or if you were drawn to the Tree of Life, then this is going to be your reading for your ancestors and your spirit guides, whoever it is that needs to talk with you at this particular moment. This is what we're going to have for you. And as usual, we're going to be rolling the lucky number dice, and then of course seeing with numbers and letters what we can grab for you for any kind of messages that'll be popping up for you specifically. So I'm going to put this little guy up here, if I can keep it in frame. Doop-a-doo. Okay. So we're going to be starting with tarot, and I'm going to do this a tiny bit differently because I'm also going to be drawing clarification cards with the tarot. I should probably get these out of the box before I open my big mouth about that. But we're going to be doing the normal tarot and then drawing from a secondary deck as well. So the first one you have is the High Priestess. This is the Guillermo del Toro tarot deck. I'm obsessed with this. I absolutely love it. So your first card is the High Priestess. We only have 3 this time just because I didn't feel like I needed to do any more. Your next one is the Two of Pentacles. And then we have the Moon as your last card. So I'm really feeling like this is definitely something talking about right off the bat, just your intuition specifically. Let's see if I can get these where I want them. This is definitely talking about your intuition specifically. Maybe for some of you, you're noticing some synchronicities or anything like that going on. I feel like for a lot of you, especially because we have the High Priestess and the Moon, I feel like that's definitely pay attention to your dreams, your intuition, everything like that, finding that balance between your life that you have now, like your physical life, whatever it is that you do, job-wise, family, love, etc., and just listening to your intuition, because I feel like a lot of you, like I said, synchronicities, definitely. This one was very interesting. This one came out really, really fast. I feel like a lot of you are very intrigued by the Tree of Life fairly recently, or you have been your whole life, whatever it is. But the Tree of Life specifically, in terms of artwork, whatever it is, definitely finding that balance between things going on in your life right now and your intuition specifically, because there's been a lot of dreams. Potentially a lot of you have, you know, gifts or abilities that are starting to wake up right now, whatever that is. So like I said, we're going to be drawing from a secondary card deck. Let's see why the High Priestess is here. So the High Priestess is here with the Nine of Cups. So that's letting me know right off the bat that the reason the High Priestess is here, telling you to create your life, your intuition, follow your gut instincts, whatever it is, because that will lead you to the Nine of Cups, all of your wishes coming true. Well, glad to know that I'm still able to speak no matter what reading I do. My goodness. All right, so why is this Two of Pentacles here? Okay, so the Two of Pentacles is here because of the Chariot. So the Chariot comes into play letting you know that the balance that's happening is going to be coming in very, very quickly. So while it is finding your own balance, finding things that resonate with you, finding the balance between things and, you know, whatever way that you need to do that specifically, I feel like with the Chariot, it's letting you know that your guides, your ancestors, whoever it is that's coming to you right now is letting you know that they are going to help you find that balance, and it's going to come to you very quickly. And then why is this Moon card here? Kind of trying to shuffle on camera, but also don't want it to be super annoying. Okay. And the Moon card is here with the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like the reason the Page of Pentacles is in reverse, I feel like a lot of you have not been really grounding yourself. Maybe that's what your dreams are telling you. You feel like you're floating away a lot. You feel like you haven't really been able to like control that in a way. So I feel like for some of you, you're needing to really learn how to ground yourself, really do like some meditation to ground whatever it is. And a lot of people too, like I hear this so much, people get frustrated because they can't focus in order to meditate. But meditation is not zoning out the whole world around you. It's letting your mind go. It's not emptying your mind, it's letting it flow. So learning to do that can be a bit of a trick, but once you understand that you're not supposed to have zero thought process whatsoever during meditation, it comes so much easier. So I feel like a lot of you are needing to ground yourself a little bit better compared to before. And your spiritual affirmation is polish your mirror for perfect clarity. So I feel like a lot of the times you're needing to polish a mirror, but not quite literally, more figuratively, because a lot of you are needing to do more reflection in order to see things more clearly. So maybe some shadow work for some of you potentially could be a bit of a good thing in a way in order to really do the things that you need to do. Your next two cards, I'm just going to put that one down right there. So your next two cards are a new start is coming with the new moon, just a plain new moon. I love this card. It's just so colorful. And the next one is be bold and make the first move with cardinal moon. So I really feel that it's quite the factor of, that's not in frame, that a lot of you are needing to really just come to terms with you and your intuition and everything like that. A lot of the times it's terrifying because we don't want to do whatever it is. But I feel like for a lot of you, that's something that you're needing to do. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, whoever it is, definitely want you to know that there's some inner work that they're going to help you with. That balance under here with that Two of Pentacles, that balance, like I was saying, between your life and your intuition, your life and your spirituality. A lot of that does come with shadow work. A lot of that is shadow work, finding that balance between living your life and finding out why you are in these, you know, bad habits, whatever it is, working on fixing those. So I feel like that's going to be a lot more shadow work coming in. But a new start, big things are coming. A new moon, literally new change, new things are happening. But be bold and make the first move. Understand that you yourself are able to change whatever it is that you're wanting to do. You're wanting to make changes, you have the power to do that. Your next two cards are coming apart, literally splitting. Definitely get some Gemini energy with this, so some of y'all might be a Gemini. And then Field of Dreams with these little fairies and looks like eggs of some sort. I think dragon eggs instantaneously, but I don't necessarily think it was supposed to be dragons. But it kind of might be, because that kind of looks like it might be dragons in the background. But in either way, so Coming apart and Field of Dreams. So, other than the fact I'm going to age myself with the Field of Dreams film, but I feel like for a lot of you, the Field of Dreams is definitely talking about needing to make those changes because you're needing to be bold and make the first move in order to make your dreams and your wishes, your wants, your Nine of Cups moment a reality. And then, of course, the coming apart really comes into play of that shadow work, that balance, that we have this duality here, that balance between, the pentacles and everything like that. I feel like for a lot of you, it's been a struggle to have that balance. I feel like for some of you, it's been kind of this long-awaited moment of you see things that are happening and you feel like you can't control them. So it's been a moment of wanting things to be over so you can have more control over your situation. And there's so much duality happening. I just realized that there's kind of like two, legs, if you will, on the Tree of Life specifically. So definitely talking again, duality, things happening in patterns, things happening in due time is something I just heard. So your next two cards, we have Internal Explorer. This is shadow work. This is going inside of yourself. We see this being who's, darker, but then surrounded by all of these colors. This is, the throat chakra. This is the crown chakra, the high crown chakra, all of this. And then, of course, we have the lotus, which always reminds me of literally the lotus rising up from the muck in order to be brighter and happier and everything like that. So I feel like that's definitely a situation for a lot of you, learning how to do that, learning how to come out of the mud on top, basically. The next one is awakened awareness. So I feel like I said, a lot of you are waking up. A lot of you, this definitely does remind me of a dragon. Like that literally looks like a dragon eye to me. And so much dragon artwork. So I feel like for a lot of you, that really is what's happening. You're starting to wake up. Like I said, a lot of you are starting to recognize your abilities, your gifts, however you want to look at that. I feel like that's definitely a thing for a lot of you, is you're starting to just wake up. Is a big thing for you. Your ancestors are working on waking you up. They're working on a spiritual awakening for you. A lot of you are kind of in the middle of one, potentially, or a lot of you are going to be just starting one. If you've already been through it, I feel like this is like the finishing touches. That way you can really get in touch with yourself and your spiritual self and let you know what's going on. Okay. What did I talk about? Balance. Soul fragments. Balance will be restored. Your ancestors are working. They are being the chariot. Your spirit guides, everybody that you walk your path with, whoever it is, they are being the chariot. They are driving that chariot towards you in order to bring that balance into your life because they understand. Admittedly, they put you through hell, but they did it out of love. And your next card is Orca Magic. Akashic Libraries Open. I'm fairly certain I pronounced that correctly. I think. But I love this card. I've actually never gotten this card in a reading. And orcas, in terms of biology, orcas actually descended from wolves. A little bit of a nerd moment for you guys. Orcas descended from wolves. They evolved from a wolf-like ancestor. So I feel like for some of you, you really resonate with the wolf. Some of you might resonate with the orca. I know I absolutely love killer whales. They are stunning beings. Smart as hell, scary, but beautiful still. And I feel like that explanation could kind of fit some of you as well. These two were ancestral messages specifically from your ancestors directly. So this first one here is going to be Eye of Horus. The Eye of Horus brings divine perception, protection, and insight. You are gifted with certain spiritual abilities, including divine sight, that are awakening and growing now. You have much divine support and protection so that you may grow your abilities and serve others with your divine gifts. Trust your perception and know you are divinely protected. What did I say? Y'all are waking up. This is a moment where if you haven't already woken up, you're definitely going to be. It's a moment of getting things started in a way. And this last one here, Lady of the Stars. Sirius is a celestial goddess, a star of unconditional love and wisdom at an extremely high vibration. She brings deep soul awakening, spiritual gifts, and a high capacity for divine service. She asks you to pay attention now because something significant is taking place at a spiritual level for you at this time. See? Your spirit guides, your ancestors, everyone is at play. Everyone is working on waking you up. Another thing too, like I said, working on meditation and things can also help you get in touch with your spirit guides. Can help you get in touch with your ancestors, get in touch with your spirits of any kind, whoever it is that you feel walks with you. So definitely getting in touch with them is going to be a good idea. And there is so much just awakening that's happening, quite literally awakened awareness. Y'all are starting to wake up. If you missed your spiritual awakening in 2020, which happened to so many people, if you had your spiritual awakening or you're still going through it right now at the time that you're seeing this, then it could be a moment of just, like, if you're still going through it, you're still going to continue to experience everything, but then of course you're going to notice things are going to be a little bit quicker, essentially. But I feel like if a lot of you already went through it, this is just going to be that moment of really fine-tuning things and really seeing what your spirit guides and your ancestors have to actually say. Because a lot of times you can go through spiritual awakening and you're like, great, cool, now what? And now your guides are going to take over. So we're going to see what we can get for some letters here, if I can get my hand on the bag. See what we can get for some letters. These can be acronyms, it could be initials, it could be someone's name outright. I see a hike. I don't know why. That immediately jumped at me, which is bizarre because the letters are upside down. And I don't normally catch things that quick. If y'all have seen my videos, you know I do not catch things that quick. So Ike, technically. There's also a bike, so bike and a hike. Okay, cute. So after that little Dr. Seuss moment, that could be anything. As far as, like, maybe some of you are going to go on a bit of a hike this year. More biking, hiking, whatever it is, just being outside in nature with that tree of life. Definitely getting in touch with your naturistic side. And I feel like that's definitely going to be something for a lot of you as well. Just really going into it and really just spending time in nature, spending time with yourself, spending time with your spirit self. And I personally love that. Okay. So we're going to see here with the dice. The white ones are going to be first, as usual, if I can get them out of my hand here. The white ones are going to be significant moments in your life, things that are happening, things that are changing up, whatever it is. These are going to be those aha moments, basically, that are going to be happening within your life in whatever ways that they need to happen, basically. So we're going to roll these and see what we can get for you. Alright, so we have a 3, a 5, and a 6, and I love that because this has also been sitting on a 5 this whole time, a little lucky dice up there. So, we have a 3, a 5, and a 6. So 5 could potentially be something significant for you, which is not a bad thing. 5s are good. I personally love 5s because they really talk about everything. They really talk about all the things that are going on in your life. Is just getting started, but it's not in a bad way. It's the halfway point. You're halfway there. You're so close to being finished, but things aren't quite there yet. The black ones are going to be tower dice, basically. These are going to be things that need to happen within your life that are going to be moments that just something isn't working and it needs to change. This could be a date or a number specifically, whatever it is. I have a sneaky suspicion that one of these is going to land on a 5, though. See? 2, 4, 5. So definitely 5s are going to be pretty important for you. Again, not a bad thing. There's definitely something that's going on for you that's going to be very interesting, very needing to happen, basically. And I just thought of this with the Field of Dreams, and especially because this feels like it's such like a, what did I say? Dragon and everything like that. And there's very, like, you know, pinks and blues and purplies. There's so much purple here. Oh my goodness, there's so much blue and pink here. With that Field of Dreams, like I said, with the fairies and potentially with dragons, I'm not entirely sure whatever else is in the background there. with that, I really feel like there's a lot of you who are just like very much like attracted to like the fantasy part of mythology and things like that. So that's very interesting that we got that. I feel like with the orca magic, like there's a lot of water that's coming into play for you. A lot of you are definitely coming more aware, and water, of course, is attached to awakenings and spirituality and intuition. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's definitely just, like I said, so much spiritual awakening happening. And with these red dice, we're going to see what we're going to get for you specifically as far as your love. This could be love personally, self-love, self-confidence, whatever it is. Or this could be when you meet the person. So I am very intrigued that it didn't land on a 5, but also we have technically a 5 there, but we have 1 and 2 4s. And there's also a reverse progression or a regression, however you want to look at that. We have 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3, however you want to look at that. I'm very curious. This stays on a 5. I'm also going to be very curious, but we're going to see with the lucky dice what specifically the lucky dice is going to say for you. Okay, it landed on a 6. That landed perfectly, so I'm going to leave it there. So the 6 definitely comes into play, and that's pretty good because that is a progression. So we go from a 5 to a 6. The 6 is balance. The 6 is talking about the balance that you're having. Again, talking about duality and balance and everything like that. There is so much that's going to be happening for you coming up. I know I just said 2020, but I'm going to leave this one open for anyone at any given point in time, even if it's 5 years down the road and you are seeing this video, perfectly fine. This is for whenever you need this message. This is beautiful. This is great. This is going to be quite the interesting moment for some of you. Like I said, you're waking up. You're starting to wake up. This is an awakening for you. It's very, very, very nice. Group number 1, very apropos per the tree of life going on here. So definitely let me know what things are going on. If you like this message, if you like this video, definitely thumbs up, subscribe. I'm definitely trying to keep it up with posting at least once a week. So definitely let me know. I do all kinds of info videos and then the tarot as well. So if you like this video, definitely subscribe, thumbs up, comment, and let me know if this resonates with you. I absolutely love hearing from you guys. So until next time, pile number 1, this is what I have for you. Know yourself and know your power. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If this is the one that you picked based on the Upper World card, or if it was because you were intrigued by the number 1, whatever, or the number 2, whatever it was, I really love this. I'm pretty sure it's an eagle flying in the background. It's kind of like this prism effect within the clouds. I absolutely love this card. This is super cool. I really think this is beautiful. But of course, we're going to be doing the lucky number dice and then letters and numbers as well to see what we have for you. I'm going to put this little guy up here if I can keep that relatively in frame. So we're going to be starting with your tarot cards as usual. I did 3 this time, but I'm also going to be doing drawing, shuffling, however you want to look at that, from a secondary deck as well. So, first card you have here is the Emperor. The next one is the Queen of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune. Absolutely love these cards. They're very beautiful. I love matte cards, so it's really cool. This is the Guillermo del Toro card deck, and I absolutely love this lineup. So we have the Emperor, Queen of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Your spirits are definitely letting me know that the strength that you have is leading to your future. Right off the bat, a lot of you are so strong. A lot of you are, the reason you picked the Upper World is because you are so in tune to your intuition already. And I love that. But we're going to draw some clarification cards to see what else we have. So why is the Emperor here? Emperor represents strength. So why is it here for group number 2? If I can get a second card. I'm feeling like I can't draw from this one. It's really strange. Like, nope. The Emperor stands alone. The Emperor stands specific message directly. So let's see, why is this Queen of Wands here? Okay, I'm gonna get something for this one. That card. We have the Hermit. So the Hermit is coming up for the Queen of Wands to let you know that your inner work that you have done, everything that you were working towards, everything that you were being, all of your strength and everything, your determination, your passion, all of that is being driven and driving you towards, again, your future. So then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is here. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? It's a very messy shuffle, my goodness. Ah! You? Okay. Well, there's quite a few cards that popped out, so, and by quite a few, I mean, it's not that terrible. It's a few, but let's see here. So, the Three of Wands is in reverse, meaning that there are some decisions that you haven't quite decided on. Usually when it's right side up, you're working on it, you're being determined, but when it's in reverse, it kind of means that there's a little bit more work that you need to do, essentially. The other two cards we have are the Queen of Wands again with the Tower. The Tower is right side up, letting me know that everything that you are doing right now is for a reason. You potentially will hit your Tower moment, or you have hit your Tower moment. Your guides are coming to you to let you know that things are coming, things are changing, things are going to be put into motion. You might not be particularly happy about it, but the Tower moment needs to happen in order for this Wheel of Fortune to go. The Wheel of Fortune comes into play as the wheel turns. Everything is happening for a reason, as it needs to when you need it to happen. So that Tower moment is needing to come up because there is something in your life that isn't working for you anymore. It's on a weak foundation, and it's going to come crumbling down. That way you can start over and rebuild it, and it be even stronger than it was before. Your spiritual affirmation is, you are perfectly imperfect. I love this card. It's just cool. I love green, so I just love this card. But this is coming in, I really feel very important, because this is right off the bat, just you have understood that you are imperfect, but for a lot of you, you're needing to understand that that is your strength. That is a strength for you. That is something to be proud of. That is something to work on in a positive light and a positive way. It's not anything to be upset about. Your next two cards, these are universal messages for you. Conclusions are within reach with the full moon eclipse. Your conclusions are within reach. Whatever it is that you have been working on is going to come to an end. Believe in the impossible with the blue moon. I love that. I've never gotten this card in a reading. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're needing to really come to terms with the fact that there are a lot of things that are potentially impossible. Kind of like the Alice in Wonderland thing with, believing in 6 impossible things before breakfast. And I feel like, with the conclusions are within reach. And I love that because you do have the Emperor and everything as well. So a lot of you are understanding that your intuition, your guides, and everything are being, are giving you things when you need it, so to speak. Again, with the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like, especially with an eclipse, big things happen with eclipse. Eclipses have such strong energy. And I feel like for a lot of you, that strength is coming from within, for a lot of different reasons. Your next two cards here, we have Slow and Steady with a little fairy snail. Okay, I don't actually ever remember this card. But this is definitely, I absolutely love it though. This is definitely slow and steady wins the race, everything like that. I feel like a lot of you are needing to be reminded of this, to slow down, to not be so in a hurry, to not sit there and just be rushed all the time, to just take a moment and relax. The next one is the Mountain. The Mountain does remind me a little bit of Aladdin with, the treasure inside the mountain, so to speak. So I feel like for a lot of you, that really is what it is. You're needing to understand that the treasure inside of you as a person, your intuition, everything it is that's available to you is achievable, but also, of course, within the mountain as well, there are things that you're needing to go out and search for. There are things that are going to be coming into your life that you really do have to, I don't want to say you have to work for it, but that's kind of what it is. The universe is coming to you and throwing curveballs occasionally to make sure that whatever it is you want, you're not just going to quit on it, because you have more appreciation for things when you work hard for it. As weird as that sounds. More spiritual messages. Your ancestors are wanting you to know to surrender. Surrender to them, surrender to yourself as well. This isn't surrendering to a specific person, technically. This is just surrendering to what's happening with that Wheel of Fortune again. Things are happening for a reason. Things are coming into play. We see this very spirally thing happening. This admittedly does remind me a little bit of Mario Kart, having a bit of a nerd moment, but this is definitely understanding that your guides and everyone are on your side, which is something that a lot of people, not that they ignore it, but a lot of times they don't really pay attention to it. They feel like they're alone, and you're not. Next one here is the Violet Flame. I love this card. This is so cool. We see this being with this, like, all of these different dimensions around them, which I love because you did pick the Upper World card. So this is definitely like all of the dimensions that are around you. I feel like this is like being guided, being protected by your ancestors, your guides. Everyone is around you. You have so many different dimensions. You have so much going on around you. This is great. This is like understanding your intuition and growing with it. Intuition is very strong for a lot of you. This is a very big message for a lot of you, and understanding that your intuition is also your strength, which is something that a lot of you might not come to terms with or might need to come to terms with here very soon, is that this is, your intuition is very strong for you specifically. Your next one is energy signature. The past is in the present. So there's going to be some moments where there might be a little bit of shadow work, something coming up for you from your past that is needing to be resolved or worked on, something like that. But I also feel like very much so is that these cards really do match together, don't they? That there's a lot that's coming in for you that is reawakening your gifts. A lot of you have been, maybe you saw spirits as a child and you want to see them again, whatever it is. But I feel like a lot of you are going to be reawakening some abilities that you may have forgotten that you had, or may have fell out of habit with, so to speak, as you grew older. I love this card. Deep dark sea mermaid. I can't speak. Find solutions in the unknown places in the darkness. I'm going to read it again. Find solutions in the unknown places in the darkness. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is really attaching to your darkness, really letting that come to light, essentially. That way you can let it grow. And by letting it grow, I mean letting it heal, basically. So a lot of you are definitely going to be going through some healing moments. Definitely, that one just really stands out, doesn't it? And it does. Slow and steady. You are perfectly imperfect. Don't overextend yourself to the point where you are exhausted all the time, to the point where you can't function or whatever it is. Deep dark sea mermaid. God, that one really is sticking to me. I have a mild obsession with mermaids, but like this is just really, really sticking to me with this one. I think it's just because like that one really is just like singing to a lot of you as well that are watching this reading. I feel like that's just really sticking with a lot of you, so it's really sticking with me. And that one, find solutions in the unknown places in the darkness. This really is coming up like just straight up shadow work, understanding that your past holds power over you if you don't work with your traumas and things like that. So just shadow work coming into play really hardcore for some of you. That's why a lot of your spirit guides are really letting you know that things need to happen for a specific reason when they need to happen. And I feel like for a lot of you, that's why the Wheel of Fortune came up for you as well. So you ended up with 3, but these are your ancestral messages. These are what your ancestors want you to know, and truths unveiled. There are times when appearances of people, places, and things are deceptive. You will sense this when something feels uncomfortable within you, when you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you. Just lost my place. There we go. You may think there is something wrong with you, but actually you are intuitively sensing that all is not as it appears to be. Trust what you feel, not what appears to be. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's definitely coming into the factor of, like I said, that intuition, going within, searching for things, definitely understanding yourself, understanding that your guides are also on your side as well. You have this one, which is the same god, and don't ask me because I don't remember off the top of my head which one it is, but you have the same one twice. The brother in darkness. Whenever negative energy is present, it is a sign that we are ready to move more deeply into our feminine divine power. You shall overcome any negative energy with grace and triumph. Stay in your heart. There is no need to be afraid. This one resonates hardcore for me personally with the Tower card. And like I said, there are things that are changing, things that are happening, and you did get the Tower, so things are coming up into play. Be strong, be like that Queen of Wands, be determined, and understand that your strength and your passion is going to help you pull through. This is your last card. Temple of Lapis Lazuli. Your soul is very ancient and holds the wisdom of star peoples from civilizations with unique high vibrational awareness that can help humanity transition from a culture based in fear to a love-based community. You are here on this planet to be you to the fullest extent possible. Then you will help heal human culture. Wow. So that the planet may thrive. You are healing. You are helping to heal. But I also feel like the reason that, like I said earlier, you were needing to kind of just relax and breathe, slow and steady type of situation, because I feel like a lot of you are healers. And like I was saying earlier, you might take things to the extreme in terms of really letting your energy go. Like you're so ready to help people and everything like that, so you can kind of unintentionally overextend yourself to the point where you end up exhausted. So then definitely meditating and calling your power back. That way it can help along the way. So we're going to be doing the letters and seeing what we can get for your letters or anything like that. Okay, so we have 3 H's. Very interesting. As soon as I saw that, it really just like my throat went out, so interesting. And and then a W. I feel like that spells something other than sip. That could be just, taking time. Okay, so tea immediately popped into my head when I thought of that, so maybe just drinking some tea, just chilling, sipping on your tea, understanding that things are going to be happening. I also see WIP, so work in progress, and I feel like that could also represent some of you as well. Like you're working on yourself, you're working on a lot of things coming into play. Going to be doing the dice as usual as well, starting with the white ones. These are going to be the dice that kind of represent your aha moment. So this is something that's going to be coming into play that is just like, yes, this is great, this is good, I'm good with this type of situation. So we'll see here. Alrighty, so you got 2 4s and a 6, and I love that because that's been sitting on a 4 this entire time. So 4, 4, and 6. So I feel like 4, that balance number, the 4 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, everything coming into play, even the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords in terms of tarot is that card of chill. Things are happening, things are coming in, but you need to relax and calm down. That way things can actually progress the way that they need to. That way you have the energy to prepare for it. These next ones are going to be basically tower dice. The black ones represent the tower moment. These are things that this could be when the tower moment happens, because you did get the tower card. Or this is just going to be things that could potentially add up to a specific number. I've had people say that they had a tower moment on their birthday because this rolled their birthday, and it was even better because, whatever it was that needed to end was so much better because it was suddenly out of their life and they didn't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, so we have another 4, so we have 1, 2, and 4. So 4 is definitely significant for you, which is not a bad thing, but it's definitely something where that balance is coming into play, that your ancestors are not leaving you behind, but at the same point in time, they're understanding that all of your energy is so powerful, so many of you are so strong that you're needing to really come into terms within your own power as well. And the red dice, the love dice, seeing what we can get specifically for anything coming in for your love. This could be a love personal, love within yourself, or this could be when you meet that person. And we have a 4 again, and another 6. Okay, interesting. So in terms of numbers, obviously, there's the 2 within the black, and then it almost matched the white one perfectly, but then that 2 got thrown in there. So maybe that too is the duality. Maybe this is going to be a moment where your Four of Wands moment happens. Maybe that's going to be something, a lot of you meeting that soulmate, a lot of you meeting that one person, that person that you're supposed to be with in this plane of existence at this specific lifetime, within this lifetime. If you want to call that a soulmate, if you want to call that a twin flame, however you want to work with that, maybe that is something that your guides and ancestors are letting you know at this point. I did do a few soulmate readings, so if you want to go check those out on my channel, definitely see if anything like that resonates or anything like that as well. We're going to be rolling the lucky number dice to see what lucky number specifically is coming in for you. I'm very curious if this does land on a 4 now. So let me see here. See? That landed perfectly, so I'm not going to touch it. 4 is significant for you guys. There is definitely something that's happening. There is something that's going on. There is definitely something that is moving on and moving up. You're moving up. You're moving to better things, bigger things, whatever that is. And I absolutely love this. Group number 2, if you resonated with this, definitely let me know in the comments. Like the video, subscribe. I love hearing from you guys. If you want to shoot me a message on Instagram, definitely go ahead. I do not mind at all. I love hearing from you. I'm very curious if this resonates. Like I said, definitely, because I feel like there is some love coming into play with this. Some healing. Because this kind of is coming, from her heart a little bit. So I feel like there's definitely some love that's going to be coming into you. Definitely a lot happening. For a lot of healing, a lot of love, a lot of intuition recognition, basically. So definitely go check out some of the other videos if you feel like you're curious about any of the love readings or anything like that. But group number 2, this is what I have for y'all. And until next time, know yourself and know your power. Bye. Hello, group number 3. This is one that you picked based on, just the number 3 itself, or if you're curious about the Middle World card. Absolutely love this one. I think this card is beautiful. So this is going to be your spirit guide, ancestral, universal reading, essentially just whatever it is that the universe is wanting you to know. The spirit guides, ancestors, everything. So I'm going to try to keep this in frame for the most part. We're going to be starting with tarot cards. I'm going to be doing something slightly different. I'm going to be drawing clarification cards as well. So I'm going to be drawing from a secondary deck, if I can get it over here. And we're going to be seeing what pops up as clarification for your other cards. So your first card here is the Magician. This is the Guillermo del Toro card deck, and I love this. We have the Hanged Man basically in reverse. And then we have the Valet of Blades, which is the Page of Blades, Page of Swords, in reverse. So I feel like what your spirits are telling me is that you have the power to do exactly what it is you need to do. You lack the strength the tiniest little bit. You kind of need to study things a tiny little bit more, really come up with a game plan. Don't be so spontaneous, because you don't need a new perspective. Things are happening for the reason that they need to happen, basically. So we're going to be drawing something specifically. Yes, this is holographic, so I'm not blinding you on purpose, hopefully, but we'll see why the Magician is here. Okay, so we did have 2 cards flip out. So the first one is the Queen of Cups. So I feel like a lot of you, that is really what it is that you are personally. You are a person that is aware of your emotions, aware of whatever it is that needs to happen, however that needs to roll. But also the Queen of Cups needs to learn when to put the lid over her cup, because she can't overextend herself to the point where she exhausts herself, because that's not good for her. The second card is the Seven of Pentacles. I guess I could pick these up. That'd be nice, huh? Can I get it? There we go. So, Seven of Pentacles is your next one. This is about growth. And we see this crow, or this raven, who's patiently waiting with the eggs and everything, learning patience, learning understanding, and growth. So I feel like that's what a lot of you are needing to do, is grow. Be patient. Some of you definitely need to be patient. You have that new perception. You're like, oh, I've been patient enough. Well, guess what? Your guides are letting you know you need to be a little more patient. So draw some cards still. So why is the Hanged Man here in reverse? That one? Okay. I love when they just fly and they're all dramatic. We have the Two of Pentacles. The reason you don't need a new perspective, the reason things are the way that they are, is because that balance, that duality is coming into play. Your ancestors, your spirit guides are coming to you to let you know that your balance, your duality, they are helping you, they are working with you to bring that balance into play. We'll see why this Valet of Blades is here. You? Oh, nope, it's on the ground. No! Dang it. Alright, where'd you go? There you are. Okay, see, we have the Chariot. Chariot is coming into play. The reason that you are needing to understand that, like I said, don't be so spontaneous or whatever it is. The Chariot is coming into play to let you know that things are happening for a reason with this balance and this Chariot. Your guides and your spirits are coming to you to let you know right off the bat. Things are happening. Things are changing. Things are moving up for you. Your universal spiritual affirmation is the universe right off the bat. Okay. So the universe is letting you know, coming into play, that things are happening, things are changing, things are moving into play as they need to. The ball is now in your court. But also the universe has your back. We see this face kind of in there with a spiral on the forehead. Your universe, your spirit guides are with you. They are watching you. They are watching over you in this world, in this plane of existence right now. They are on your side. They are not leaving you behind. They have not left you behind. Your next two cards we have here is Confidence is your key to success with the new moon in Leo. I feel like this can represent the Magician a little bit. Some of you also might be a Leo. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Release, understanding that things are happening as they happen. Things are needing to come into play. Things are moving in the direction they need to when they need to. I feel like I don't need to talk anymore about that. I feel like I'm just my voice got cut off. Basically, I was done talking apparently. We have Sad Embrace as your next card, followed by Talisman. So I love that this is both like dragon-esque, fairy-ish. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're needing to really heal some of your heart and also speak some of your truth with the blue and the green. Because I feel like for a lot of you, you might need to have that special thing. We even have this yin and yang sign over here. Like, I feel like a lot of you are needing to really come to terms with healing yourself in a big way. The Sad Embrace is your spirit guides are here. They hear you when you cry. They see you when you cry. They see you when you're upset. They understand that there are things in this life that they are admittedly putting you through that they're not particularly proud of, because there is a moment that you need to just learn. There's something that needs to be learned. But the Sad Embrace with the Talisman is that those moments are over. Those moments are done with. There are things that are happening for this reason that is, karmic cycles ending, essentially. With this Talisman, I definitely feel like this could be finding that good luck charm. So whether that's a necklace or a ring or even just a tumbled stone that you carry in your pocket, I feel like definitely finding that talisman that helps you feel better about yourself, helps you bring in some luck, whatever it is, will definitely be something that your ancestors are wanting you to do. So then here we have Water with the Overflow. God, this card is stunning. The whole deck is gorgeous, but So I feel like with this is definitely like finding that balance, but this also does remind me of, like, we have all of these flowers and everything around this. Is just like so much inner peace with this card. There is so much love within this card. There's just a lot of blue also within this card. So again, definitely speaking your truth about yourself, understanding yourself, getting in touch with your intuition. Your guides are on their way towards you. Your guides are on their way towards you. That wasn't even related to the card. That just popped into my head. That was something I was just told. The Overflow is, they hear you. Like I said, they hear your pain. They understand that you need help, and they're on their way to you. The next card is the Soul Star Chakra, merging with the Divine. This is like the, how do I say this? Like the high crown chakra. So like the crown chakra, and then it's the one right above it. So this is your connection to your guides. This is your connection to the divine, however you want to look at that. That pretty much is confirmation right there that they're coming towards you. They're coming to help. They're on the way, basically. They are coming to give you a hug, basically. Your guides know that you've been through hell the last couple of years, and they're really coming into play to help you. Your next card we have here is Dark Night of the Soul. Life brings new meaning. So I really feel like this is definitely a card of, for some of you, it could be outright meeting your soulmate or twin flame, because I hear Dark Night of the Soul a lot when people talk about soulmates and twin flames especially. So I feel like for a lot of you, a lot of that sadness, that darkness that's coming out is going to be healed, coming to an end type of situation. Life brings new meaning. So I feel like for a lot of you, you're going to understand that the experiences you went through made you an even stronger person in order to manifest whatever it is exactly that you want to do. Oh, pretty. Fiona and the Unicorn, the gift of sacred sight. So I feel like this is also definitely right off the bat just coming into play with understanding your guides, your spirits, that soul star chakra. So definitely your guides are coming to you and they're speaking through you. They're apparently obviously speaking through me as well to let you know that they are coming for you. They are coming to help you. They're understanding everything. I feel like a lot of you here pretty soon within the next 2 or 3 months are going to be experiencing this star chakra moment with merging with the divine, really waking up and everything like that. I feel like a lot of you are in this darkness right now because potentially some of you are starting more of a spiritual awakening. Things are starting to happen. Things are starting to feel out of whack, out of balance, feel like you have no control. And things are just going to start moving into play. A lot of you are getting headaches a lot more often, whatever it is. So it's going to be coming into play with like things are going to start getting better because you're going to start waking up a little bit more as time goes on. These are going to be ancestral messages, specifically directly from your ancestors. The first one is Portal of Light. It is only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a conscious being on levels beyond the physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual work. You are not leaving your earthly connection behind. You are merely adding to it. And I love that because you picked the Middle Earth, which is basically this plane of existence, that's the physical world right now. So that's pretty much letting you know right off the bat that things are happening. And like I said, your guides are coming to you. They're coming to you to help you. Your last card is Temple of Carnelian. It is time to trust in your own boldness and courage, taking risks that feel true to your heart and engaging in practices that make you feel truly and genuinely alive, embodied, and more of yourself, even if not always comfortable. You are going to help you live, even if not always comfortable, are going to help you live the life you were born to live. So I feel like for this, spiritual awakenings hurt. Maybe not physically, but they hurt emotionally and mentally and spiritually. They kind of suck. That's a lot of the times people are like, oh God, spiritual awakenings, because they kind of suck. They're not fun. You are being awoken in a way that is potentially painful. Like, a lot of the times your spirit guides and your ancestors and whoever you walk your path with are quite literally throwing open your third eye, and that bugger doesn't close. And if it closes, it's such a bitch to get it back open. So don't close it. It's not nice. It's not fun. But your guides are definitely letting you know that things are coming into play, that you are powerful, you are strong, that they are coming in. Like I said, they're coming. Like, I don't know why the bubbles, that card made me think all of that, but that really, really is. Like, your spirit guides are coming to you and they are helping you in a way that is very strong. They're coming into play for you very, very, very soon. We're going to be doing some letters to see what we can get for you. It could be an acronym, it could be your name, it could be a word specifically that pops up, it could be initials, whatever that is. Alrighty. So we have an A, T-I-S. We have E, we have 2 N's. Oh, I see 1 right off the bat. one person, one you. You have one specific guide that is coming to you. Okay. That kind of is very not grammatically correct, but okay, so yeah, you have a very specific guide. For some of you, it could be an actual grandmother, but for a lot of you, I feel like it's a grandfather or a uncle. Someone who's older, and by older, I do mean in their 50s. So for some of you, it might not be an actual grandpa, but there is a older male spirit who is with a lot of you, and he's definitely like letting you know that he's here with you and he is here for you, and he is very much not wanting you to be sad anymore. I'm doing my damnedest to not get emotional with this. Oh my goodness. So we're going to be rolling the dice. These are going to be the dice specifically, but the white ones are going to be your aha moment. This is going to be things that are coming into play for you. Very significant, very curious if one of these does hit a 1, since the 1 number seems to be fairly prevalent, understanding that you're not alone, but even with the universe, it's number 1. Okay, so we have 2 4s and a 6. So 2 4s and a 6 could be something specific with 14 or anything like that. It could be something popping up here for like, April, May, June type situation coming up into play, since this is January that I'm filming this. But for a lot of you, that aha moment is going to be coming in probably within the next 6 months, basically. The black dice are going to represent the tower moment. This could be anything that is going to be coming into play as far as a tower moment goes, that there's something that is in your life that needs to just die off, basically. It's no good. It's nothing that is serving you any purpose anymore. It's gotta go. All right, so we have a 2, 3, and 6 again. So again, 6 probably is going to be very important for you, and this has been sitting on the 3 the whole time, so I love how it's 3 and a 6, and 3 and a 6 with this. I just looked at that. The middle world card has 3, a 6, 3, and 6 up here in the corner. So 3s might be a significant number for you guys in terms of like lucky numbers or whatever it is. Red dice, these are going to be the love dice. This could be anything that is going to represent your love life, more love for yourself, whatever that is, or it could be the point where you meet that perfect person. We have a 1, there's the 1, 4, and 5, so 4 could be pretty significant for some of you here pretty soon. Four definitely could be very soon. Like I said, that 4, 5, 6 number, like within the next 4 to 6 months, is probably going to be pretty something specific happening for you guys. So we're going to be rolling this lucky dice to see. Now I'm very curious what number this lands on. 4 or a 6 potentially, but we'll see what kind of lucky number is coming in for you and what number is going to be the most played. A 1. Okay. So with the 1, like I was saying, 1, 1. 1 is very important to you, and I love how that 1 is also in that love dice, so more love for yourself. It could be, like I said, when you meet that one person, whatever it is, but there's definitely going to be coming into play. There's going to be someone coming into play for you. Like I said, even with that dark night of the soul, for some of you, it could be outright meeting your soulmate, twin flame, however it is you want to look at that, however you believe in that. Definitely curious if this resonates with you. Personally, this was a heavy reading, but I absolutely loved it. It was so great. It was beautiful. I absolutely am very stoked to know if this resonates with you. Definitely leave me a comment, like the video, whatever it is that you want to do. Subscribe for sure. I love hearing from you guys. So if you want to send me a message on Instagram, rather, or even on Facebook, perfectly fine. I love hearing from you guys. I do offer personal readings as well. So definitely let me know if this resonates with you guys. I'm very curious as well, because there is some like mention about love and everything like that, because we got a lot of like is one type situation, like, Dark Night of the Soul. So maybe check out some of my love readings or soulmate readings to see if anything like that clicks as well. So group number 3, this is what I have for y'all. This is what your ancestors and your spirit guides are wanting me to tell you. And until next time, know yourself and know your power. Bye. Hello, group number 4. This is going to be your spiritual reading as far as whatever it is that your spirit guides and your ancestors are wanting me to know. We have the lower world. This is a very gorgeous card. I'm actually very intrigued by this card. I really do love it. I think it's very beautiful. But this is going to be what your spirit guides are needing me to know, and of course going to be drawing from the numbers and letters as well, and then the lucky number dice as well. So doing things a tiny bit different compared to how I normally would do them. I'm going to be doing the normal tarot, but then of course going to be drawing from a secondary card as well to see what we have as far as clarification goes. So your first card we have here is the 10 of Swords, or 10 of Blades. Actually, I want to put this little guy up here. That way I can kind of keep it in frame. There we go. And know where I'm going. The next one we have here is the 3 of Cups. Are these in reverse? No. The 3 of Cups. And the 7 of Wands. This is the Guillermo del Toro tarot deck. I'm obsessed with this thing. I love it. So beautiful. Creepy, but beautiful. It's kind of my aesthetic. This is letting me know right off the bat that there is a cause for celebration happening for you, because the pain, anxiety, things are done with, things are over with. You are starting a new chapter. There's a lot of you that are starting over, you're starting something brand new. You're starting a path that you've never done before. You've never taken this path before. There's things that you are doing. There are things that are happening for you that is just, it's so new. Maybe starting a new career. Some of you may have been graduating from school. Therefore, you're just starting this new chapter in your life, whatever it is. So we're going to be drawing from, yes, this is holographic. I love this deck. And drawing some clarification cards to see why this 10 of Swords. So the 10 of Swords is here because of the 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords comes into play that you need to rest. You need to take a break. You need to pump the brakes and stop being so Energizer Bunny all the time. You need to calm down. You need to slow down. Don't be so crazy. Don't be that person that is like always on the go all the time. You need to take a rest period, because this new chapter that's happening, while it's celebratory and while it's a good reason that it's happening, you need to take a break, because you're going to need some energy for when this ball starts to roll. We're going to be seeing why this 3 of Cups is here as well for you. Did I have something flip? I did. So 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is coming into play for the 3 of Swords. Nope, 3 of Cups, because you are changing. Things are moving. The winds of change are literally going into play right now. They're coming into play right now because things are happening. That is the reason that you're celebrating, because things are happening. Things are moving on. And, you know, last one, see what we can get. Why this 7 of Swords? Oh my gosh. Just dropped half the deck. That's not an answer. I had people before like, oh, if it drops, then you have to read it. No, not really. If half the card deck falls out, then I'm not going to read half the deck. That's not a message. That's just called Butterfingers. Let's try that again, shall we? Why is the 7 of Swords here for group number 4? I just heard it'll be fun. So I don't know if this is like a brand new fun adventure or something like that. There's definitely something that you're doing that you're like, yes, this will be fun. The Death card. The Death card is about rebirth in a way. It's about something that's coming into play that needs to happen. Something needs to change. Something is not working for you and it needs to die off, because whatever it is just not good for you anymore. It's done. Oh yes, we have say yes to your open door. Universal affirmation. Things are happening. Things are moving up. Doorways are opening for you, and maybe that's why that 7 of Wands is there, is because you're doing something new. You're taking a new path. Things are opening up for you, and literally doors are opening for you, and I love that. Your next 2 cards, universal messages, are going to be the energy is gaining momentum with the waxing moon. Energy is gaining momentum. Things are happening. 8 of Wands. 7 of Wands. Things are moving. Doors are opening. Don't let pride get in your way with the full moon in Leo. So full moons right off the bat are, you know, things are like just doors are opening. That's literally what I keep hearing for you. Doors are opening. The lower world, every time I think about something like the lower world, the underworld, however it is you want to look at that, I always picture a door. Don't ask why. Maybe because I've seen too many movies. I don't even know. But I always think about some kind of gateway or a door. whatever it is, just something that you need to walk through in order to get to the other side, so to speak. There's always some kind of doorway, there's some kind of passage, whatever it is, and I feel like that's pretty much exactly what's happening for you. Doorways are opening, things are happening, things are moving forward in such a quick momentum as well, energy gaining momentum right off the bat. Your next two cards are the Dragon's Lair and Wide Open. Your door is wide open. Things are happening. Things are moving into play for you. Things are just going to be thrown wide open with the Dragon's Lair. This I really feel like is just kind of being like, I feel like for a lot of you it might be a new career venture that you're on. That might be, like I said, graduating from school or whatever, a new career venture, something you've never done before, which is exciting, mildly terrifying, but also exciting. I feel like for a lot of you it's just like starting something. Dragon's Lair can also help represent, like how I read it anyways, is it can represent like a new start, but also like finding comfort where you are. Some of you are finding comfort where you are. You're not needing to start a new chapter, whatever it is. But for most of you, you're throwing doors wide open. Your universe is throwing doors wide open like, yes, go through these doors. What is that phrase? When one door closes, another one opens, and that could also help represent the Death card as well. Your next two cards here are the Throat Chakra, Express Your Truth with the butterfly. This is gorgeous. The next one is New Blueprints. Something new, something starting. We have a butterfly again, so we have two butterflies. For some of you, the butterfly could be very representative of something very special to you, someone very special to you. It could be an actual guide specifically coming through as well, letting you know that things are happening, things are moving in. Is there a butterfly on this? There's a butterfly up here as well. So there's a butterfly on the wide open door too. So I feel like butterflies could definitely be a very big thing for a lot of you. It could represent someone very specific, a guide for you very specifically that's coming into play for you, someone that's really letting you know right off the bat. Sorry, I try not to pause very much in videos, but sometimes I need to stop talking so I can hear. But definitely Throat Chakra, express your truth. Don't be afraid to talk yourself, speak about your mind. Don't be an asshole about it, but definitely speak your mind. The New Blueprints is definitely like new beginnings. Things are starting. You're making plans, whatever that is. Yeah, I feel like the butterfly is going to be pretty, like just wings in general, because there's a lot of flying happening. So wings in general are definitely going to be like a big thing for you guys. I feel like for some of you, you might be wanting to get a butterfly tattoo. Like just get a tattoo or get wings or something like that. Like a lot of you are starting to draw wings, whatever it is. Maybe you're seeing wings. For some of you, you might be actually waking up. Like there's a spiritual concept that everyone has a set of wings and you're able to see them. And my wings actually come from one of my spirit guides specifically, who's an owl. So wings do help represent things for me as well. So I feel like butterfly wings or like fairy wings, dragon wings, something like that is going to be representative for a lot of you. Your next card here is going to be Divine Will, Let Go of the Fear. Absolutely. Understand that the things that are happening, things that are coming into play, everything is going where it needs to. Things are happening. Your universe is letting you know that things are where they need to be, as they need to be, whatever it is. Oh, I love this card. I'm just talking about my owl as well. Little Owlin, wisdom is light as a feather. So for some of you, you might be very obsessed with owls. I know I am. Is this meant for me too? Is this a message for me? Touche. But Little Owlin. So definitely things coming into play. Your spirit guide's letting you know to express your truth as well. You are guided. You are protected. You are... I love that it's like a little pumpkin patch as well. So like definitely pumpkins, at least for me personally, I even sell little pumpkins as well. Like they help to represent, or sell pumpkin candles rather. They help to represent prosperity. They help represent good luck and everything like that as well. So there's definitely some good luck on the way for y'all. Your last card, this is an ancestral message. You only got one, which was interesting because I was shuffling for a minute to try and get another one, and every single time I was like, stop shuffling. Okay. Initiation. When you are being initiated into the divine mysteries of light, love, and power, there are moments of profound challenge. The key is to find the light within the challenge, the opportunity for growth that can transform any challenge into an experience of healing. With compassion and cleverness, you will not burn during your challenges, you shall thrive. And I just love this. This is also Amun-Ra as well. So, ooh, and we got I think it's supposed to be a hawk. Maybe a falcon. And of course we have Ra right there as well, which is gorgeous. So I absolutely love this. So there's definitely a lot of things that are happening, things that are changing. The winds of change is definitely the message that keeps screaming at me for y'all. We're going to be pulling some letters to see what we can get. This could be acronyms, could be initials, an actual word, or even a name. Whoops. Okay, well, you're there. This is a lot. Can I... Nope, all of you need to come out? Okay, that's fine. Hold, please. Okay. Alrighty. We have 2 A's. We have an E. We have 2 N's, apparently. We do have an M. Whoops. We have an M. We have a P and a J and a T. Okay, so PJ could be someone's name as well. I do see Pam, P-A-M. So maybe Pam is needing to hear this message very specifically, or maybe that could be an ancestor. Maybe that was someone's grandmother or aunt that had an obsession with, no, not aunt, mother. Some of you might have had a mother who was obsessed with the butterflies, even though that wasn't pertaining to the word Pam or the name Pam, but you know. So, very interesting, very curious. I see something else in there, but my brain is just having like a brain fart and I can't actually see anything else in there. But I see mane. Okay, actually, M-A-N-E, like lion mane. So I feel like for a lot of you, this message was definitely meant for you. For some of you Leos, Leo rising specifically. I don't know why that was very specific to be Leo rising, but you know. Or Leo sun. One of those two. Not so much with the Leo moons. Not too much with Leo moons, but mostly with the rising or suns. So we're going to be seeing with the white dice. We're going to be rolling all of them with the white dice. Specifically, are going to be your aha moment dice. This is going to be something that is happening for you specifically. Things that need to happen. 1, 2, 3. Cute. Progression. Things are happening. Things are moving forward. New blueprints, quite literally. So things are happening. Things are changing. Things are moving forward. I love it. The black dice are going to be your tower dice moment. This could also help represent the death card as well, and what things need to happen in order to move forward and create a more balanced situation for you. 2, 2, 4. Okay. So I love how both of them already have 2s, and this has been sitting on a 2 this entire time, so very interesting with that. There's definitely a lot of happening with moving forward, things happening, but like I said, maybe for some of you, you have a very specific, like one specific guide. For some, the butterfly can actually quite literally be a spirit guide. Not even kidding. So for some of you, you might actually end up having the butterfly as one of your animal spirit guides, so that could be a thing for you as well. The red dice are going to be the love dice, specifically anything that has to do with your love life. It could be when you decide to love yourself a little bit more, when you start accepting your love into your heart, or even when you end up meeting that one perfect person. So we have 5 and 2 6s. So a progression in a way, because there's obviously the 1, 2, 3 there. We have 2, 2, 4, and then 5, 6, 6. So there's definitely, you know, numbers are moving up. Things are happening, things are scooching, things are definitely changing for you. Like I said, doors are opening very much so for you guys, which is very exciting. I'm stoked. And the 5 helps, actually landed pretty nicely. I'm going to put that there. So the 5 also helps represent things that are happening for your life that are right off the bat just like you're halfway there, you're not quite finished yet, but things do need to progress. Things need to move with that 5. Things are needing to continue on. Things are needing to move in a way that is helping you move on to your best potential, basically. Like this was saying here. as I just drop it with a flourish here. The key is to find the light within the challenge, the opportunity for growth that can transform any challenge into an experience of healing. So I feel like that's going to be pretty, I don't want to say intense, but definitely significant for you. So group number 4, I'm very curious if this resonates for you as well. I'm also very curious if you watched my yearly ahead video, because I feel like this is like kind of a similar vibe that some of you got from my yearly ahead video. It might have been a similar message that some of you got as well. So I'm definitely curious how this resonates with you. Definitely like it, of course, thumbs up, comment on this video. I absolutely love hearing from you guys. Even if you want to message me on Instagram, I'm totally fine with it. I love hearing from y'all, really do. I try to keep everything to like, posting once or twice a week. Lately, I've just been once a week, so definitely trying to keep up with that as well. And I really do love hearing from you guys, so definitely let me know how this rolls for you. Pile number 4, there are doors that are opening for you. There are things that are happening. And this is what I have for y'all. Until next time, know yourself and know your power.